We do use it for sweet, and thus we make the turmeric cake, and we call it swoof. And it's very light cake, and most people, they like to offer it because it's easy to be made from home. You don't have to go to the shop. And that's all. When you go have coffee in Lebanon, it's always some dessert with it. Namura, semolina cake with yogurt, or sufuf.
There are two parts to this recipe. The first set of ingredients you will need in order to prepare your cake. The main ingredients are 2 cups of self-raising flour, 2 cups of fine semolina, and 2 1/4 cups of sugar. Sesame seeds are used as a topping. Tahini will be used to grease the baking tray. The last cake ingredients are milk and water. In order to make a Lebanese-style rice pudding, you'll need 1/2 cup of a short-grained rice, 6 tablespoons of sugar and cinnamon. You will need about 4 cups of milk, along with some rose water and orange blossom water. First, pour 2 cups of self-raising flour into a large mixing bowl. Then add the same amount of fine semolina powder. The next important ingredient is sugar, and this cake calls for about 2 1/4 cups. Don't forget to add a little baking powder. About 3 teaspoons will do. This will help the cake to rise. Next, add about 1 cup of vegetable oil. An unusual ingredient in this cake is turmeric, and we'll use about 2 tablespoons. This spice will give the cake its amazing color. Finally, pour 2 cups of milk over all the ingredients and, using a whisk, mix well. Keep stirring until all your mixture reaches this consistency. Now we need to grease a large rectangular baking tray. To give this cake an authentic Lebanese flavor, we're using a few tablespoons of tahini. Ensure that the base of the tray is completely covered and then drain away any excess. Pour the contents of the mixing bowl into the tray. Grab some sesame seeds and then liberally sprinkle them over the top of the cake mixture. Pop the cake into a preheated oven at 175 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Now we can begin to prepare our rice pudding. Pour 1/2 cup of short grain rice into a large saucepan. Cover with water and give the rice a quick wash before draining off. Put the saucepan back on high heat and add about 1½ cups of water. Cover the saucepan and allow to cook for roughly 20 minutes. It's now time to add some milk. About 4 cups will do. Add about 6 tablespoons of sugar and give the pudding a stir while it dissolves. Once this is done, you can use a hand blender to give the rice pudding a rich and smooth consistency. Give it another quick stir and then reduce the heat. Finally, add a drop of rose water and a splash of orange blossom water to give your rice pudding a truly authentic fragrance and flavor. Serve this cake with freshly brewed Lebanese-style coffee. To finish your rice pudding, sprinkle with a dusting of cinnamon powder. This dessert will be loved by young and old and would be a fitting end to any Lebanese banquet. The food of Lebanon is appreciated all over the world. Classics like tabbouleh have become standard dishes in other countries and are now incorporated into the local cuisine. With so many flavors in the world waiting to be discovered, isn't it time you treated your friends and family to a little Lebanese hospitality? Cultural Flavours continues to explore the world through the diversity of food. From Sudan to Japan, Thailand to Nepal, let Cultural Flavours take you on a gastronomic journey so you can experience the tastes of the globe at home.